car camping adventures, what day it is. I don't know. We're past a month though. And so look at this hot mess that I have in here. I'm somewhere in the Mohave desert at a truck, like where the semis a truck overnight. It's an empty lot. Apparently, I'm sure that they have permission. I'm like, what are you going to tell a trucker? But for at a glance, this is just a mess. But it's actually a lot more organized than what it seems. But I do have some items. I'm still recovering from having visited with my mom because she did give me some items. So, and I was thinking last night, I'm like, you know what? If I get that, I've been wanting to get the overhead car camper. And I figure I was like, with the overhead car camper, I wouldn't have all this situation going on. I would still keep, because down here I have, I was reorganizing yesterday and then setting aside some stuff for donation. So that's what some of those plastic bags are. And then this right here, this mesh bag is my laundry, and I keep the dirty laundry, I should say, and I keep the soap in there. And I will recommend pods unless you live in hot weather, just for this the space economy. And because with the hot weather, I used to live in Las Vegas, and then so I've learned that they melt, so the pods will stick and melt, but I like them because of the size. So and so all this, again, I'm still organizing, but the idea is that here I have like a book bag, and it's attached to the here, well, it like circles around the neck of the back seat. I kept that one up. This is my crafts bag, and I do have to go through that. There's actually like an old super huge computer that I want to get rid of as soon as I come across like an electronics recycling center. These were my toiletries that I bought yesterday at Walmart. I still have to get put that away there. And so my gym bag, so the idea is so I have to go through my stuff, organize my gym bag. The idea is that I wake up, I make my bed, if for any reading or journaling or stuff that I want to do, say like if I'm laying down, or even just throughout the day if I'm driving around and I need to make a note of something, then I can reach back here and just grab it and throw it back, so that way I don't end up with the clutter in the front, because it's really easy to get cluttered. And so this is what I've come to. It's not perfect, and I don't have the platform built out. And then so like I put my stuff here, and so I have 4 of these containers. So it's 4 of these containers, with 3 of them are like clothes. One is like my daily wear and gym wear. The other is like work, when I was doing the nurse aid stuff. So I have like my scrubs and whatever. This one is shoes. I was trying to do the shoes differently because this does take up a lot of space, but the cleanliness is an issue for me. And then another bin, I have like crafts, wires, practical things that I might need, but yes, I do still need to go through it. So again, this is what I did yesterday, because I had this set up different yesterday, so I need to refine it, because I was like, well, let me try this for a couple of days, and if this works, then this is going to be the setup. I found out that I was eating too much because this stuff was like close within reach. I used to have my little food bin like in the front, but if you put it in the front, then you have to be wary of the heat, like when you turn the heat on at night. So I didn't want that. So my mom, she gave me like some canned stuff or whatever. This is like for the bagged items and other things, but I put that back here, and then see how this setup works. So obviously it cuts down on my ability to scoot back, but I was like, hey, you know what, just let me extend my legs like over the front, like the middle console. And so that's how I've been sleeping like for the past like 2 nights, and which I found myself sleeping like that anyways. And then so I have here my water bag, so if I want to go for a hike, this is my remnant bear whistle. So you take this off, and it sounds, but it has this magnetic, so then that way you can put it on. This is a sheath, a knife sheath that my mom actually gave me while I was visiting, and yes, it has a knife in there. So, and this is hooked on a carabiner on this handhold thing that you have in most cars. And then so in case I need it for protection or just whatever, it's there. Or if I figured, I was like, okay, if I get pulled over, it's a pretty sturdy knife. This will do some damage. It's heavy. So in case I get pulled over, then I have like the weapons, I guess you could say, readily visible. So I'm not hiding anything. And then this is the setup. So usually, as if it's been that long. And so I have all my little bathroom items and body wipes and face wipes right here in this little bag. So again, this still needs some refining. And then this little tote right here, that's coded for like my vitamins, supplements. I drink like beet powder, moringa, things like that. So I have that in there. And then I shall show you, because usually in my normal life I'm more organized. I'm actually very organized. And then so I can't find them right now, but I bought these little, like, they're like 2-ounce cups, and then that way I can portion like the moringa and powders and stuff like that, so I don't make a mess while I'm in the car. So this, again, hot mess. I just woke up like about 10 minutes ago, and I was wiping down the windows and stuff like that. But anyways, so like I have here, this is, I guess, like my little kitchen goodie bag. So as you saw in the back where I have that little tote for my journals and pens and things like that, I bought one, and I was using it like for kitchen stuff right here, because I have my my salt, pepper. I've been using a lot of scissors. Sometimes I most of the time actually I don't cut I don't cut them with a knife. I'll cut them with either bite them off into pieces and then cook them, or with, not these scissors, but you know, with the kitchen scissors that I have in here. And I have my chopsticks and stuff like that. And then so last night, that's why this is such a mess, because I was working on finishing the window coverings. And then so like I keep my vacuum close to me. I use it daily, multiple times a day. So I will give a tour on a separate day once I organize this and make it look all pretty. But in here I have like those nets that you put over the windows, you know, like to help with the condensation. And then down there I have my favorite, I just need to go get some drinking water. I was too lazy to do that yesterday. My little plug-in kettle, and then my little, it's a 1-liter rice cooker. So man, and that thing feeds me good. And so over here, kitchen knife, this thing right here, actually let me rewind, this thing right here is an expandable, the little white platform is an expandable pop-up cutting board. And so, but I haven't actually really used it because I've been having to cook different, I guess you could say. And then so and then in here, what I'm trying to create a system. So right now it's in a big disarray because I'm not sure if this is going to work. So like what I want to do is plan out my meals for the next day. Obviously I'm not going to be eating all this today, but plan out my meals the day prior, put the items here where they're I guess within reach, so I don't have to stop, pull over and get the stuff from the back. That's not what I was doing before. The reason I put the food in the back was that because it was too easy for me to grab the food because it was right behind the driver car seat, and I was just kind of maybe like eating mindlessly, you could say, and I don't want to do that. But I do want to go back to planning my meals and stuff like that, like how I used to do, regardless of what life I'm living or how I'm traveling. So in here I made this little knife sheath out of a for my cooking knife, out of a cardboard, if you could kind of figure that out. Just gosh, this is hard. Slide it in and out, and I did that to protect the tip of the knife without having to buy something super expensive. And this is my inverter thingy that I still haven't. It's a 300 watt 12 volt inverter that I still haven't used, but I guess I could I bought that so that way I could do like my I don't really drink like fruit smoothies, but like when I drink my beet powders and my turmeric and moringa and all that stuff, so that it's better blended. So that's just a quick you know, Mohave Desert, and the sun's gonna come up. I'm gonna go get some water, brush my chops, clean up, and enjoy myself. And I hope that you do too.